Good afternoon to all of you. So over the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'd like to walk you through a scenario that's going to help demonstrate how you can take this digital marketing platform, SharePoint for Internet site, and combine it with the great Dynamics CRM and Dynamics products and create a very unique experience, a very engaging online user experience, one that is relevant, personalized for the user with targeted content so the user gets to what they need as soon as possible. And that's going to help drive customer satisfaction. It's going to help drive online revenue and so on. So to do this, we're actually going to go to the famous CONTOSO online site. I'm sure by now you probably heard about this great company. And I'm going to be an anonymous user, and I'm going to be looking for a digital camera. Now, I realize this is kind of a retail-centric demonstration, but we're really going to talk about the experience of navigating through the site, finding the right information, and as you're doing this, the system is going to learn about what you're doing and feed that into Dynamics CRM, so then you can take advantage of that information to create a very personalized experience and re-engage the customer on your online site. Now, the site you're seeing here is completely built on SharePoint for Internet site, and SharePoint makes it easy to build these kind of highly branded sites. It's got all these pre-integrated capability where you can build these sites with minimal development. And so I'm going to go and navigate to the product section. And right on there, I mean, you'll see different types of information, categories, top-rated products. So within SharePoint, you can rank certain piece of information and then resurface them on different pages. You can have featured products. So all these pieces of information are retrieved and presented on the web page based on some metadata. And inside of SharePoint 2010 is all sorts of great capability to metadata all your information. And as I drill down, you'll notice that, again, it resurfaces information from the community, from the product catalog, and this information is specific to cameras in this case. And again, this is taking advantage of some pre-built, component that knows how to query and reuse that information across the site. So as an anonymous user, I'm going to be perusing through the site. I'm going to be clicking on various articles, looking at different cameras. And at some point, I'm going to look at a camera, be very interested in finding out more information. And this is where I'm going to request more information. And now I'm going to start filling in some information. So I'm no longer anonymous. I'm willing to share some information like my name, an email, in order to get additional information. And this is the first point of integration between SharePoint, the front end, and Dynamics CRM, where this information is going to be pushed inside a CRM. Now, in SharePoint, there's many ways to create those forms. So SharePoint has tools like InfoPath to help you create these forms, and then technologies like business connectivity services to help connect those forms to the Dynamics products. In this particular case, we're actually leveraging a solution, a pre-integrated solution from a partner called Perficient and Inlock, where they've actually taken the forms that were designed inside of Dynamics CRM, so XRM Form Studio. And so this is the studio that allows you to design forms in Dynamics CRM and resurface those forms inside of SharePoint and apply branding so it fits in the rest of the site. So it's a great solution because the forms developed in Dynamics CRM know about the entities, the relationship, the data model. It knows about all the rules that are enforced for capturing that data. And all what we're doing in SharePoint is really resurfacing. So what's happening here when we submit, it's really pushing the CRM, the form data, as well as the click-through behavior, so where the user has gone, both of these information are being pushed into the CRM application. So if I look at the CRM application and I look at a lead that was created as a result of this action on the online site, I can see that not only I have all the information that was captured on the form, so I have the first name, the last name, the email, and so on, but you'll notice right there an additional section, SharePoint Marketing Suite, and this is where I can preview all the activity for that user on the site. So here it's going to tell me where this user has gone, how long this user has stayed on the site, as well as each individual page that the user has visited on the site before submitting that form. And this is invaluable information because using this, we can now create very targeted campaign. So rather than simply returning a PDF document about the camera, the M358 camera that Carrie was requested, now we know that Carrie has actually visited a couple articles about advanced photography. We also know that Carrie went and looked at various cameras with SLR technology, great advanced photography technology. We can use that information as part of our campaign reply to re-engage Carrie, to come back to the site. And this is where we're pointing Carrie to the community that's powered by SharePoint back on the site where members are talking about all these advanced technologies and probably reviewing and recommending various camera around that SLR technology. So just a great way to re-engage the user based on their experience on the site. So now when Carrie goes, she sees value in joining the community. She's going to learn more, and so she's going to sign in into the community. And you'll notice there that we're taking this opportunity to ask a little more of information about Carrie. Tell us about who you are. And Carrie tells us that she loves photography. She's a camera enthusiast. So she loves high-end cameras and advanced photography. And that information is going to be pushed down to your dynamic CRM system, and we're going to continue to use that to personalize and target content that's relevant for Carrie. So here, Carrie's going to join in, and she's going to take advantage of the community capability of SharePoint. And here in particular, we're showcasing a pre-integrated solution from our partner, Intelligent, that really enables amazing, vibrant community on your website. So you'll see here as part of the community, we're seeing the top members that are involved in this community, some of the top blogs and forum, information that was shared on the community. All that is actually organized, and you can navigate using tag clouds. It's also leveraging the pre-integrated search technology inside of SharePoint, so you can search through all this. And of course, you know, Carrie can start going and drilling down into these various forums and probably learn about you know, recommendations or reviews that some of our peers of the other members have actually contributed. And over, it's been proven that peer-to-peer recommendation kind of helps move people towards the closer buying decision. So here, really taking advantage of the community as a marketing element. And of course, I mean, FAQs to help answer questions that she might have on the advanced photography. One of the key things here we found around community, there's an amazing ROI around customer call centers, where, you know, people are actually getting answers from other members in the community and not actually calling a support center. And it's saving hard dollars by having the community kind of help answer all these frequently asked questions. So the ability to create these kind of communities are incredible, and a great capability that you have as part of SharePoint. Now, as Carrie continues to interact with the site, you'll notice that because we know a little more about Carrie, we know that she is a camera enthusiast, we can actually start to target specific content, either cameras, information, or particular articles that might be relevant. And all this type of personalization is all done, and managed inside of SharePoint with no coding. So it's in essence part of the platform and done through some management, and no, you don't have to crack up Visual Studio or any of this. And this is actually done throughout the site. So any particular page, you'll notice here as we go into the product section, there's a banner here that appears for free shipping on SLR cameras. So the fact that Carrie has navigated through a couple cameras with SLR technology, we know that information, and we can now target particular contents around that capability. Now, SharePoint also has amazing search technology. The fast search technology pre-integrated inside of SharePoint, and that's an area that can be completely personalized. So if Carrie was to actually search for other type of cameras, the ranking for the search technology is in context of the user. So you'll notice here that Carrie search for camera, she's going to see actually high-end cameras ranked higher than another user. You'll also notice that there's a visual best bets of particular components that the search engine can highlight. Those are going to be targeted to that particular user, to that particular audience. And the same search from a novice user would provide a complete different experience. And so here you're looking at a novice user. So a novice user would now see more consumer-oriented cameras and probably see some highlighted content that's more specific to novice users. So the idea here is, SharePoint can really be a very powerful platform to develop engaging front end to Dynamics products, leveraging information into these products to be resurfaced and personalize the experience on the site. And there's a lot of integration points that are available in the platform to facilitate this. You'll notice here there's a My Account. So now that Carrie has been registered on the site, Carrie might have bought a camera, she can actually go back and start to look at previous purchases, for example. Or, have a problem with a broken lens on her camera and start up a service call. And all this would actually pull back information from the Dynamics CRM system and resurface it here in order to walk through that service call, and probably use some electronic forms that would be populated with the CRM data.